Okay, folks, we are here for the final game of British Championships 2017 in wonderful Stoke-on-Trent. For this game between London Rock and Rollers and Rainy City Tender Hooligans, you have myself, Snoogans.
I am Julius Leeser.
We will give you a rundown of the teams in just a moment, but we are going to get straight into the action. First up to jam, we have number 0, Queen Mob for London Rock and Rollers, but your lead jammer is from Rainy City, and that is number 273, and that is Ducky.
Ducky does have lead jammer status, but is being sent off to the box. Oh, sorry, maybe she did not have lead jammer. The lead has been awarded to London.
Our mistakes. We do apologise.
Things have happened. The clock went from 4 minutes until 30 seconds until, and in fact, you're right, it's still a couple minutes more we're supposed to start. Everything's alright.
Eager beavers.
Everything's alright. No, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
Queen Mob up on a scoring pass now, facing some tough opposition from those Tender Hooligan blockers.
Only a few seconds of this power play left. Ducky is out of the box and stepped onto the track. Queen Mob being recycled back behind Rainy City's number 20, Maddie. Check cut being issued now to Queen Mob is going to make this another power jam in the full 2 minutes, of course, of which we have 48 seconds.
Ducky still looking to complete what will be an initial pass. Rainy do have a goat at the back of the pack, number 750, Iron Brute. Ducky completed that initial pass with about 30 seconds left on the jam clock.
Queen Mob about to re-enter play. Rainy City is braced at the back, waiting for her. Had a 3-wall, the potential bridging partner, number 56, El Nasser, sent off to the box.
1-1-1, Kate Push taking Queen Mob off to recycle. Woo. Well, in that jam, some things happened.
Certainly, many of them.
3 points on the board for London, 5 for Rainy. I'm going to do you a super quick rundown of the rosters. In the white is Rainy City Roll Derby Tender Hooligans. We've got 0, 1, 2, Suki Sockham, 1, 1, 1, Kate Push, 13 is Sammy Rizzle, number 20 is Matty, 273 Ducky, 311 Ella Diablo, 316 Lily Gaskell, 33 is Carried Alive, 353 is their captain, is Calamity Curls, 45 is Avron, 52 Para Peligro, 56 El Nasser, 75 Unabomber, and number 8 is Fisher.
London on a power jam once again, and the lead jammer goes to Para Peligro. She's coming into her first scoring pass. The pack has not moved past point 1.
And of course, as we say it, they move past.
I know it.
Yeah. It's the life we chose.
Yeah, it is.
Coming around to turn 4, and the Rainy pack still holding that jammer.
Boots through on her first scoring pass. That is 5 points for London.
So we're going to see ourselves an early lead change.
Yeah. Lead change in jam 2. Hold up.
What?
That is out of the pack. Not able to score anything though. Who's going to go ahead and call it off?
Putting another 3 points on the board in that final pass. So quick rundown for you for London Rock and Rollers All-Stars skating in the red. 0 is Queen Mob, 15 is Rebel Rebel, and number 20 is Sable, 320 is Pauline Fowler, 45 is Disorderly, 5 is Stomp'em, 51 Hunter, 53 Panda Assassin, number 60 is The Sweeney, 69 Obi, 750 is Iron Brute, 80 is Masher, 808 is Agent Cooper, and number 92 is Hoots. We have fresh jam in action. We've got Panda Assassin jamming for London and Sammy Rizzle for Manchester. And Sammy Rizzle is your lead jammer.
Nearly knocked all the way out. Sorry, was in fact, knocked all the way out on that first run through. Sammy is having to come back through a second time to make that pass. It is the full 5 points.
Meanwhile, Panda Assassin trying to clear house. Pack advantage to Rainey. 4 blockers plays 3, although they've just had 1 go to the box, so it's even Stevens.
Another 5 points on this pass through right now. A 10-point jam for Rainey.
That's going to be a third jam 3 lead change.
Yeah. Lead change ever jam.
I'm not sure my heart could handle that.
It's like 46 lead changes in one game. You get what you paid for and more. Rebel has now taken the star, so the star has been successfully passed on behalf of London. She did make it out of the pack, coming through on her first scoring pass, and this is called.
Sammy Rizzle taking a big hit from Pauline Fowler, being knocked to the outside and calling it from the outfield. I tell you what, if you want to talk about a game with a whole bunch of lead changes, we need to have a word about the game over on track 2 between Rebellion Roller Derby and the Norfolk Broads.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. We've got 18 minutes left over on track 2. Rebellion are pulling away. Norfolk 107, Rebellion 195. We will keep you updated if you have decided to come over and join us here on track 1.
This is track 2. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So it's 18 minutes left on track 1.
Yes.
Just stay here.
Yeah.
Track 2 is just fine as well.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, it's alright.
Like this update right now, we've got both jammers out. London is leads. That is going to be number 20, Sable, out skating 3-1-6, Lily Gaskell. Lily Gaskell, a relatively recent transfer from Sheffield Steel Rollers. You may know her better as Uma Thumpin.
Alright. 1 point picked up by Rainey, nothing picked up that time by London. Well done.
Good job.
Yeah. Gold stars for everybody.
Including us.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the only reason I come to these things. It's not.
Oh, it's not? No, it's just for my charming personality, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ducky from Rainey gonna face off against Queen Mob from London.
Dare I say it, we have ourselves an empty penalty box, so that is a full 4-on-4 pack.
Oh, look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Ducky is through. It looks like there's being a penalty assessed a shot cut rather than a lead. I believe the lead is still open for Queen Mob. She can get legally through the pack.
Queen Mob did, though, facing some opposition coming out of turn 2, managed to, up on the toe stops, maintain that inbound position to complete that legal pass. I know it's easier said than done, but I think what London need to do here to be able to capitalise on these power jams is to break up Rainey's defence.
You can see holding up front, they've got all 4 of the blockers concentrated. They send 1 back for the recycle. Queen Mob coming in behind the pack. In the meantime, Ducky is through. That was initial completed now. Queen Mob needs to have eyes on the track, eyes on her coach. She does call it in time, I think. On up, there's 1 point. Picked up by Rainey.
And that's going to be the full 4 on the board for Queen Mob.
Who's that? 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
All right.
21 minutes left on the clock of this first period. 15 to London, 26 to Manchester. Still a very close game, and all of those other cliched comments. Going for a pivot line start as we move into Jam 6.
Number 52, Para Peligro, really trying to know her way through London up front. Got a little bit of a bridge. Switch with a little bit of a bridge. Give me Para through. Rainy City has lead jammer status.
Meanwhile,
Whoops, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, meanwhile, number 92, Hoots, looking for the offense. It does come in the form of their blockers, and they do manage to complete that initial pass. Pair of Legros of subscribing to the Hit It and Quit It school of thought.
That's fine. It works often.
Tried and tested.
Yeah.
80% of the time it works, 100% of the time.
Yeah. Panda Assassin taking the line for London. Sammy Rizzle for Rainey.
Jam is on. And Assassin taking some big hits in the pack but recovering quickly. Meanwhile, Sammy Rizzle pushing up against a strong 3-wall from London.
Yeah. All right. Number 33 carried alive. Coming in to help her out for just a moment. Leaves her alone to face off against this 2 brace up front, which now has reached out one person. Get that out of play runner. They got to let her go. Lead finally goes to Sammy Rizzle.
Kudos to Iron Brute there, holding on until the last possible millimeter.
Ooh, jeez.
Sammy Rizzle with a nice lateral movement from out to in to complete that scoring pass. Hand Assassin now on a scoring pass as well. Sammy Rizzle shut it down.
Sable coming out for London is going to be facing up against Lily Gaskell.
No other way to describe Lily other than Amazonian.
Right on. So there's right now 2 blockers in the box for Rainey and 1 for London. Trying to press through this 3 bunching of London. It's going to tie Lily up. Sable gets on the outside, takes the lead in jammer status. Finally, Lily is free. Rainey has sped up. Get that 3-wall up front, ready for that.
Very nice takeoff by 311 Ella Diablo. Lily Gaskell having some serious trouble on that London 3-wall as Sable slips around the inside line, picks up the points, calls off the jam.
Looks like it's going to be a 4-4 jam. And I believe there's an official. Is there a review or timeout being called?
I believe it was a brief bit of conference. Obviously, we have got both tracks going right now. It is quite loud, so we're going to go into an official timeout. London's jammer ref was aware of the call-off up on turn 1, but I don't think the whistles carried over to Rainey's jammer ref here on turn 3. So I think there needs to be a brief adjustment of points.
Could be, yeah.
So while we're just clarifying the point situation from that previous jam, we'll give you a quick update. 12 minutes and 12 seconds left over on track 1. Score sitting Norfolk Broads 125. Rebellion still stretching out that lead with 218.
Ducky through. Lead goes to Rainey. Green Mob really muscling our way through. Does make it out. About half a lap behind Ducky, however.
Okay, folks, I do believe that we are stopped right now for injury. So we are going to take a couple of moments. You do, of course, know that this is a full contact sport and accidents do sometimes happen. And the welfare and well-being of our skaters and officials is absolutely paramount. We do appreciate you bearing with us while we attend to our injured member. And we will get back to the action as quickly as possible. So, of course, this is the final game of the weekend here at British Championships Playoffs 2017. It's been an absolutely incredible weekend with heaps of very memorable moments. We will, of course, be having our award ceremony after this final game. It looks like everybody's back on track, which is fabulous. It's always nice to see skaters get back to their bench of their own volition. That's really all I want.
Yeah,
So we're going to take a couple of moments to reset, and then we'll get straight back into the action for you folks. When we get back into that action, we will see number 92 Hoots jamming for London, and it will be number 52 Parapeligro jamming for Rainey.
Underway with both teams getting their three braces ready. London's not as sturdy as Rainey's. Parapeligro is through. The lead goes to Rainey once again.
Parapeligro already up round and completed a scoring pass before it even had a chance to finish the sentence. Meanwhile, Hoots being taken off and recycled, still looking to complete that initial. Can they hear me?
I know, that's the thing. People are like, you're ever so slightly behind the action. I'm like, my brain only goes so fast. Their feet go much faster.
Yes, that's exactly it. Wheels go faster than my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not faster than my mouth, but if I don't engage the brain, nothing that comes out makes sense.
It's true.
I could quite happily commentate just going,
Yeah.
but nobody wants to listen to that.
You can do a couple of jams that are just noises if you like.
No, we won't. I promise I won't.
Band Assassin out for London. Looked like she was going to get through, but it's going to be Sammy Rizzle through first, but not lead. Oh, it was Band Assassin. Did get awarded lead. Should have go ahead and call it all. She got sucked back into the pack. No fun for London.
Sable and Lily Gaskell sizing each other up on the jammer line. 14 minutes 15 left on the clock. 19 plays 53 in favour of Rainey. Sable is your lead jammer. Lily Gaskell facing some opposition in the pack. They are through as well though, and Gaskell getting low.
Back at a pretty good clip, starting to make some laps, trying to run away from Gaskell. It's going to be called.
Double donuts.
Yeah, 0-0. We've seen a lot of that this weekend here. It's like, once the the pack has decided to make a couple of laps, the jammers are just not into it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of chasing jammers, forcing call-offs, and in response, of course, the lead jammers making the wise tactical decision to call off the jam.
So despite having almost an even jammer lead percentage, Rainey has scored in 9 of the 13, or I guess, the first 13 jams, whereas London has only scored in the 4 of those jams. That's where you really see like a huge point difference there.
Yeah, that will absolutely do it.
Yeah. There's got to be something. That's it.
Yeah. Make that 10 jams that Rainey have scored in. 3 points on the board there from Ducky, managing to pick those up and call the jam to unanswered points. New jam up. Peligro and Hoops vying for lead jammer. Peligro is your foremost jammer, but that is a rather snug, and again, I've not finished my sentence. It was a 3-wall. Peligro did manage to surmount it. Hoops is also out, but about half a lap behind. Both jammers available to score at present. And that'll be Hoots completing that first 4-point pass. Parapeligo also with 4. But although it was a tied jam, you've got to feel that there's probably an element of a psychological win for London there.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Peligro getting caught up round turn 3, recycled a couple of times trying to get past that infield.
Currently empty penalty box. Got a little tap to the outside for Panda Assassin. Gonna come back behind Suki Sakam. Up front, Sammy Rizzle is trying to fight her way through London's 3-wall. One of them is going to be sit up to the box, which may give her just a little bit of advantage. There's like no leeway is going to be given though by Rebel. Finally, that out of play warning is what lets her go. Lead finally goes to Sammy after nearly 30 seconds of pushing.
Panda Assassin still looking for the initial. Got caught up in. Yes, caught up in some contact there, and Sammy Rizzle being issued with the low block penalty. So we have moved into power jam territory for London. Panda Assassin now looking to try and make a dent in this. Oof, I felt that one.
Yeah, no joke. Poor Panda. Just trying to live her best life.
Blockers want to keep it down.
Well, Dukin and Jivin still meets that solid Rainy wall up front. They're gonna wheedle her back just a little bit. Her teammates are coming to her aid. Hopefully she can slip by.
Meanwhile, Rainy have managed to do yet another power jam kill. Not that it makes a great deal of difference. Sammy Rizzle was back on track. They did incur a cutting penalty, so they're going to take another seat. That does mean that unless something happens drastically, we are going to end this with power jam to go into the next jam. And we have had a star pass. Obi now jamming for London.
That's the natural conclusion of that jam. I'll have to point out, unless I'm completely mistaken, it's like the 5th, I believe it's the 5th jammer penalty for Rainy. So, imagine the score if they had the jammer consistently on the track instead of in the box.
Yes.
Would be so much wider. So this is something London could potentially take good advantage of. So the penalty kill has just been absolutely amazing on behalf of Rainey. Maybe they've got a little bit to prove after Malmo.
Maybe.
The A teams had faced off at WT2 playoffs. It was a brilliant game. Sable out for London.
Probably one of the easier passes London Jammers have made so far through those Rainey walls. Nice recycle there from number 8.
Sorry, I meant to talk about just Rainey. In my head, I wanted London to be London.
Afraid not.
Yeah, it is the right Rainy City though. Not the one from Washington State.
Nope.
Or Oregon. I never did decide where the other one is. It's nearby where I live. There's another Rainy City.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, I know, that's why I'm pretty tired. I wanted this to be the B team matchup of the A team I just did. Regardless, Rainy played brilliantly in playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
And London also did quite well, as you may have noticed.
You may be aware.
Yeah, this London also doing a great job. Everyone's doing a great job. Maybe not me so much. It's all right. We do have, I believe, an official review called by Rainy.
If we're able to find out what's going on, we will of course let you know. As you may have heard me mention already this weekend, we are at a slight disadvantage being up in our little crow's nest balcony space. It's a wonderful view of the track, not so great for finding out what's going on in the middle.
We did move the speakers off the floor, so hopefully
we did.
Got the speakers off the floor. That might help, because Boots tried to yell up to me and tell me what an official review was earlier, and I was like, right on.
Sure.
I appreciate your efforts, friend.
Top marks. So of course our officials are going to discuss whatever it is they're discussing.
Sure.
With 7 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock for this period, we have a 40-point spread, 26 to London Rock and Rollers, 66 to Rainy City Tender Hooligans. Meanwhile, we've got 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the period clock for the game between the Norfolk Broads and Rebellion Roller Derby. Looking at that score, it's safe to say that Rebellion have won. It is 262 to 139 in this current active jam. I believe, if the information I was fed earlier is correct, this will be Rebellion's 17th consecutive win.
Good for them.
Yes. Rebellion have had a phenomenal 18 months, sort of 2-season period, and I feel that they're probably very well placed to take the silverware for Tier 3 Women's British Championships 2017. Whatever it is that's being reviewed, it's a real doozy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Maybe it feels like longer because most of the teams this weekend have used their official reviews for timeouts.
Yeah, maybe so. Or it's just been a quick decision like, no call scans, good day.
I said good day.
I said good day.
We do hope that you have enjoyed all of the action so far this weekend. We are so very close to the end. Quite frankly, I hope that you've enjoyed all of the action this year.
Yeah.
I've been keeping up on Twitter as well as Facebook and I was going to say Instagram, but that's a lie, I don't Instagram. Other social media networks are available. And I've been able to see that there's been some phenomenal roller derby happening across the British Isles. And my favourite thing, most of all, about the British Championships, and sort of from where it's come from, way back in the mists of time in 2012 with the end of the World Series with 6 wee teams in the Midlands is the amount of growth that it provides for teams up and down the country.
Definitely. Can't possibly understand. Rainey's like super happy though. Someone say they retained it. How's that? Let's look at the score changes or something.
Whatever it was, I can see a jammer going to sit in the box for London.
Yeah, right.
So it's fair to assume that it was a jammer penalty they were seeking and that they've won that. So this next jam is going to start on a power start for Rainey. They've got number 273, Ducky, up with the star, trying to make quick work of the pack. So, Snoogans, go for it.
We have a magical stats person who also has eyes, and
Glorious.
That's been great so far. So, what happened is the white jammer was in the box on conference, came out of the box, and then the red jammer went in. So it's just like a jammer swap, and that's why Rainey was like, yay! Because it was going to be a power jam out of their favor.
Right, I see. Okay, so we do have Ducky on this power jam that has now ended Sable out of the penalty box. Ducky already racked up 10 points and is going to go ahead and call off that jam. Just under 6 minutes left on the clock. Lily Gaskell and number 92 Hoots on the jam line. Well, a fair way past the jam line now. Lily Gaskell definitely not on or around the jam line as they've incurred a cutting penalty, so they're going to take a seat in the box, meaning power jam for London. Hoots managing to work the hips around that final blocker in the white to pick up lead jammer, and I don't doubt they're going to try their darndest to pick up some points and close that differential. Nice takeoff. Bit of a pile up there on turn 4. Lily Gaskell back on track and has completed, I believe, that initial pass. Or they were taking a long run up. They were taking a long run up for the initial pass. So that's 4 unanswered points on the board for Hoots. I can confirm to you folks the official final score over on track. 143 points to the Norfolk Broads, but your winners and topping the table for Tier 3 Women's of British Champs 2017 with 272. It is Rebellion Roller Derby.
Technical difficulties both took me away and brought me back. Hooray!
We're back, folks. We're back together.
They're not your friend. Well, Queen Mob thought she was being sent off to the box. She brought back onto the track.
Queen Mob
Sammy
is
thought
lead.
she was as well. It's not happening. Yeah, Queen Mob is lead.
Sammy Rizzle incurring that no pass, no penalty. Two points on the board for Queen Mob. Going to start the next jam with a pack advantage for London. 1 Rainy blocker in the box, and it is their pivot. I do love a nice clear jam timer.
Yeah.
We can hear best case scenario from up here.
Right.
Beautiful.
Parapeligro is out. Lead jammer goes to Rainey. Sable making her way through. Woo! Jumping over the last bit of blocker in her way. It's going to be called off from the top of the pack. Para picking up 4 points, bringing Rainy City to 80. London still sitting at 32.
2 minutes 45 left on the clock. I declare that to be around a 48-point differential.
Sure.
Stranger things have happened.
Ducky out for Rainy, Panda Assassin for London.
Panda being taken off and set back to the jammer line. Meanwhile, Ducky up on toe stops, clearing the outside line to pick up lead. And Panda Assassin going to head to the box for a back block penalty. Rainy have got themselves a goat at the back of the pack. Doesn't make any difference. Ducky's still going to get taken off and recycled. Although the blocker that took him off. Nope, different blocker. Somebody else picked up clockwise.
Right. Ducky is through. First pass is 5 points for Rainy.
My eyes may be a little bit dry.
I'm allergic to this city, so I feel you. Another 5-point pass from Ducky.
Panda Assassin coming back on track as Ducky passes the penalty box. Oh.
That's just initial, so Ducky has a couple of seconds before she might consider it.
That was still a really nice pass.
Oh, no, it's a great pass.
Ducky takes a hit, pulls the jam from the knees.
Rainy getting a little, probably no one in actual penalty trouble, but it seems to be a lot of Rainy blockers headed off to the box just recently.
Yes.
This is going to be the last jam of this half unless some crazy business happens.
It's been too long a weekend for crazy business.
Yeah, I'm like, good Lord, please don't do any crazy business. So sleepy. Cream Mob out for London. Gaskell out for Rainy.
That is a snug pack. That's what you want on a cold September day in Stoke. Although if you're a jammer, it's not. It's definitely not.
Certainly not.
Queen Mob didn't want it, gave it back, picked up lead jammer. I would like to return this gift, please. I do not have my receipts, but I do not want it.
This is not of any interest to me. Got that pack sped up. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Gotta call it. Well, it's also really quite spread out. It's kind of necessary to call it at that point.
So it looks like the refs couldn't give Queen Mob a refund. Yeah. Couldn't give Queen Mob a refund, but they did give her 2 points exchange instead.
That's fair.
I'm going to run this analogy to the ground.
I like it. Get rid of it. Bury it.
Take it back.
Dance on its grave. Don't need it. Good day analogy.
I have 5 of these at home already.
I said good day.
And on that second good day, we're going to go to half-time. Scores sitting 34 points to London, 93 points to Rainy. We're going to take a brief intermission, and we will see you back here for the conclusion of our final game of the weekend. So, folks, welcome back. You join us enjoying Bear, encouraging people to make noise.
Any noise.
Pretty much.
A noise of your choice. What do you feel like doing? A cow's noise? Chewy!
Yes. Always Chewy, always. So we're going to get straight back into the action. We have number 273, Ducky, picking up lead jammer straight from the off.
Well,
feel like the scoreboard's a little bit off. Everything's fine though. Everything's fine. That is a 4-point jump through over the apex for Ducky.
Hoot is out, chasing down and forcing the call. So that right there is going to be a 5-point pass, bringing the Tender Hooligans within sniffing distance of the century. That is a small
I feel like I've been given just a little bit of poison. He's like, "You're tired? Well, I'll go get you some Rockstar," and I say, "Okay." And he comes back and he's like, "Well, it's just you're gonna be sleepy or dead. This is your choices now. It's just gonna be the smallest coffee and some sugar."
It's a phenomenal smelling espresso.
Some tubes of arsenic here.
Yeah. We do have a lead jammer in the form of Pera Peligro. Queen Mob being taken off at turn 3 and set back. Peligro with 2 blockers left to pass. Decides not to.
That's legit.
Although they had already picked up the full 4 points for that pass. Five points, my mistake. So that's going to see a score of 103-34 in favour of Rainey. So they have slapped the century.
I do like that out here. Seems like the no pass signal is the confused snake.
Yes.
Is it a groundhog checking for shadow?
That's not a thing here.
It's not a thing at all. You know, it's just an okay movie. You know?
To me, I refer to it as the snake of denial. Denied. No pass.
What a rude snake.
Yes. Yes.
Not like snakes back home. They're just so polite. Sammy Rizzle out there picking up 5 points. That first scoring pass through. Sable still trying to get past Rainey's defenses and not making a lot of headway in that. There we go. Right as. All right, there we go. But then guess what? Sammy's like, hey.
Hey, follow me.
Have you ever had...
Oh,
my gosh. Okay, there.
Yep. So, Sammy Rizzle striding a little too wide, ended up straddling the inside line and left that leg trailing as they tried to recover.
Yeah.
So, ended up taking out Sable. So, that's going to be a low block.
Yeah, certainly.
So, now Sable is on a power jam. Disorderly going in with the offense, trying to break up that 3 wall at the front of Rainy blockers.
Wow, Sable taking a huge hit. Knocked down. She's trying to call it off. It's not how that works.
You are not lead, my friend.
Nah. I feel like after getting smashed around that much, I would be confused as well. Like, you know.
I often wonder.
You're doing fine.
Because it does seem to be the jammers that take the big hits that then try and call it off, and it's like, no.
They're just praying. Like, you know what? If I fake you out and I get a penalty for this, it's just fine.
It's all right.
It's just fine. Just let me go home. There's only 10 seconds left in this jam. Sable pressing full weight against this 3-wall. London's blockers come to meet. This may be a group hug by the end of this. Doesn't look like it. Sammy Rizzle picking up a total of 14 points in this jam. It is a 5-point jam for London. Oh, no, sorry. It's more. 17, I believe, for Rainey.
Indeed.
There we are. 120-39. That's only the 3rd jam of this half.
Damn.
Word.
Lily Gaskell and number 53, Panda Assassin. Panda Assassin is your foremost jammer. Lily Gaskell dealing with a Triangle de Doom.
Oops, sorry. That's not Hoots. That's not all Hoots.
Panda Assassin.
Why are they doing this to me? If only I paid attention to you. Panda Assassin coming around the track. Coming in her first scoring pass just now. Again, we've got kind of a fast pack, so I expect you to call it off pretty soon. Or not. Let's just run it. I can't see where Dinglebits is at this point.
It's all right. Lily Gaskell has just completed their initial pass.
Okay, right.
London Wall managing to hold them for just about 40 seconds, which is a pretty impressive feat.
No, definitely.
So Panda Assassin looks like they're going to take, yep,
There we go.
another pass and call off the jam. And that's going to be 9 unanswered, nearly unanswered points. 9-1. Very nice indeed. Cheer squad kicking in. The Rock and Rollers fans are, we've got a bit of back and forth.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
I like it.
Oh, it stopped.
We will only cheer between jams.
Yeah, probably Hoots facing off against definitely Ducky. Is it Hoots this time? Yeah.
It is.
All right.
Nice little cheeky whip off the shirt of their friend coming around the back of the pack. Ducky pulling that full 5 out of the bag. Oh,
Nice.
that was pleasant.
That was pleasant.
However, as pleasant as it was, it did not result in any points.
It's nice to look at, though.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
Or at least that's all we need.
that's pretty much art.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Just like looking at it. It's
Arty.
just a very nice apex jump.
Yeah.
Made me feel good inside.
And it was fast.
It was fun.
I like a fast apex jump. That is going to be number 52, Parapeligro picking up lead jammer, but Queen Mob is out of the pack, closing the gap rapidly with some nice crossover work. Parapeligro not going for the call-off until points had been scored. So Parapeligro ending up with a 3-point no pass, no penalty. Passing, I believe they passed the skater while they had taken a knee.
That's fair.
And 2 points, my mistake. And 3 on the board for London.
So in this second half, so in the first half we saw London and Rainey had a pretty even split, Gemmers getting lead-wise.
Yes.
In the second half, London's only attained lead 1 time.
Damn.
So,
And we're coming into Jam 7.
yeah. Well, I'm like, we're not super far into this. We're probably about a third of the way through-ish, quarter of the way through. This should be about 26, 27 jams, I imagine.
Yeah. They are running quite short. Sammy Rizzle going for an apex.
That would have been another lovely one.
Yeah.
Fruitless, perhaps? Don't know.
Who
Don't
knows?
know. Prematurely taken down.
Indeed. That jump was cut down in its prime.
Single tier for that apex jump. Panda Assassin coming out, having completed her initial pass. She's about 30 feet behind Sammy. Sammy coming in. Ooh, London just like going for her. She's going to call it off from the floor. Let's see what she's picked up. All 4, I believe. So it's a 9-point jam for Rainy City, bringing them up to 140. London still sitting at 51.
You know, I heard that that apex jump was only 3 days away from retirement.
It's always the case.
Yeah.
It's always the case. I was just about to drink coffee as well.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I waited this one. Yeah. I'm going to drink the coffee now.
Go for it.
All right. Be cool.
Lily Gaskell up with the star for Rainey. Taking a massive whip, but not quite landing it. Yep, that's going to be a no pass, no penalty. So we have a foremost jammer in the form of Sable. Lily, that was, I do love a twirly jammer.
Yeah.
Sable amping the crowd as well. So we're going to have no lead for this jam, Sleazer.
Yeah.
Lily Gaskell has removed the helmet cover.
Snatched it right off. It looks like she may in fact have intention of passing it to Kate Push, not sure. Well, it's going to be a power jam anyway. Whether or not she'd snap that star off, it would have ended the same way.
Yes.
That's how fate works, y'all.
Yes.
Sable having a seat in the box. Gaskell did not pass it. Redons the star as she's coming back. The pack about stood still around turn 2. Big
Big tumble coming into turn 2. it seems that wherever Gaskell looks, there is a red blocker. Interesting, not aware if it's a tactical decision. Obviously, we can't read minds, but London seem to be working slightly better, actually separated.
Yeah.
Almost as if they're sort of picking off different members of the pack, leaving people available to kind of aim for the jammers. Interesting game.
Well, they certainly had two-person braces standing at the back waiting. This melted into a three-person brace. Then they lose out on their fourth blocker. She has a seat in the box.
Speaking of penalty box, Sable out of the box, going for the outside straightaway, taken off and recycled.
So that's, I believe, a 9. Oh, it's a 10 points that time for London. Oh, it's 9 points for Rainey. There was a 9 involved.
Indeed.
Good. Like it.
We know what's going on.
I've been here for like a while.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Rainey had it here. It was overtaken by London. Ducky out for Rainey. Lead and jammer status goes yet again to Rainey City. Hoots is in for London. Nearly through. Oh, jeez. Nearly through on the inside. Knocked down into the inside by Kate Push. A 5-point pass to start off Ducky's jam.
Kate Push with another takeoff.
Hoots taking a little bit of offense herself and knocks Ducky to the inside. Ducky's going to take the long way back. Woo. Ah. I do feel like the floor is just a little bit slippy. I said this yesterday.
Yeah.
I feel like the floor is a little bit slippy.
It's weird because it doesn't look slick like some sports halls in the UK do look.
Yeah, you can kind of hear it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well also it's like, is this not a basketball court?
Maybe.
Well, there's a basketball hoop. It's also laid out as a basketball court. The question was kind of rhetorical. I guess I was seeing if you knew what a basketball court looked like.
I do not.
This is what it looks like. If you put a roller derby rink on a basketball court, it looks just like this. So the hoop down at the end is the basket.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I got for that one.
Okay.
Don't watch a lot of other sports.
This is the thing. This is the sport that I do. I'm starting to understand rugby.
Yeah, I was like, I watched rugby, and not for a while. I used to follow international rugby quite a bit, though.
But I'm aware that a lot of sports halls have multiple things laid on the floor.
Yeah, I actually played basketball for a while because I was like, now that's me, like, just blow your mind. Tallest girl in my class for quite some time.
Oh.
So, but then there was like one year, everybody came back and there was like a couple girls over 6 foot tall, and I was like, well, I see.
My time has ended.
Yeah, I'll be on my way.
However, time not ended during this game, so we are in a power jam for Rainey City. Queen Mob sat in the penalty box. I believe they picked up a cutting penalty. And we're currently in a world of penalty trouble for London. We've got 3 blockers off track. Iron Brute is just like, come at me, bro. Bring it on. Iron Brute has picked up penalty, is going to be returned to the track. So that's going to be a full pack of blocker penalties for London in this jam.
Oh my gosh. Those 2 London blockers are standing in the box, looking to rejoin their teammates ASAP. That is another 5-point pass for Para Peligro. Right now, a 20-point jam for Rainey City. Queen Mob really taking the hits.
Para Peligro picking up a forearms penalty.
I think the timing on this should freeze her about, I'm going to say 8 seconds into the next jam.
Thereabouts.
Just about.
Or not.
Word, I should say.
Indeed.
A high block.
Yes.
You say. Oh, I thought. What?
So that's high block being awarded to Queen Mob. So we're going to have a jammer switch out as the jam reaches its natural conclusion, which means we are going to start still with a power start. But
It's true.
It's going to be in favour of Rainey.
And probably shorter. I think Dinglebits is going to go out because, like, the way I saw that, it looked like I thought the Rainy blocker had done the high block, but I am not on the floor. I am creepily hovering above.
Yes.
So, but I do think, yeah, it looks like
Team timeout.
Team timeout. All right. Still gives him a bit of a time, like, because I think he can just go like, okay, fine, we'll take it to an official review. You might be checking if that's like something he wants to do. So I'm gonna check with our stats friend.
Absolutely. A big shout out to Dangly Bits actually for the wonderful work that he did freelance at Malmo for the WFTDA D1 playoffs last weekend. If you haven't seen it and you are Facebook friends with him, head over to his Facebook page and have a look at his videos. He did some really wonderful Facebook Live wrap-ups and predictions of the games at Malmo last weekend.
Who's that?
Dangly Bits.
Oh, all right. I thought you were talking about Bear, and I was like, what's going on over here?
No, Bear did not make it to Malmo. They didn't let him on the flight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, he kept threatening me. And I was like, my lawyers have told you to cease contact, sir.
Yes.
So.
I'm going to call my lawyers.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't work in internet. Like, restraining orders in the USA don't work abroad.
Oh.
Weird.
That's unfortunate.
It is. So I had to file for one immediately on landing here.
Yes. Have you tried dealing with Lawyer Dog?
No, I haven't.
You may have better luck in terms of accessing things with Bear in that respect.
Right on.
He seems to respond better.
He seems to respond better.
Or just talk to Henway.
I did. I sent a note to him. He's not been looking.
Okay.
Jammer is standing in the box. There's only a few seconds left on this power start. Sammy Rizzle does have a lead.
Sammy Rizzle going for the inside line, but basically being met by a wall of hips. Queen Mob is back on track and is pushing animatedly against the Rainy wall. Meanwhile, Sammy Rizzle round the outside, unseen by Naria Blocker.
Sammy coming in for a third scoring pass, just like going right through that pack. Another 5 points picked up. Queen Mob is just really taking the hits. She's got the star off and she's looking to hand it away. Doesn't look like she's going to get anywhere near Obi anytime soon.
Queen Mob's all like, help me, Obi. You're my only hope.
Yeah, literally.
Please, just take it.
Ooh, gee whiz.
Queen Mob, however, holding on to the star, using the slight confusion in the pack to complete that initial pass. But Sammy Rizzle already racked up a 24-point jam, my mistake. And that sees Rainy City, Roller Derby, Tender Hooligans breaking that double century. 12 minutes, 46 seconds left on the clock. 210 plays 61.
With that 24-point jam, that is the biggest jam in this game so far. Previous to that, it was 23 points, which was, what? Last jam. That was my head.
Yeah.
Or my mind.
We have no
My head's
brains now.
just fine. Yeah. It's like when you microwave an egg.
Yes. Or a peep. Lily Gaskell and Panda Assassin are your jammers for this jam. Gaskell managing to work their way through, finding space pretty much down the center line to complete that first pass and pick up lead jammer. Meanwhile, Panda Assassin has been recycled back past the jammer line, and a very happy Lily Gaskell. I think that might have been an Apex jump. The crowd went nuts.
Oh my gosh, that was unpleasant looking. All right, that is Panda Assassin's initial. Should be coming in a scoring pass. Lily looks behind herself. What am I doing? And her coach is like, kill her dreams.
End it now.
Is that low pan? What is that? Is that out of Big Trouble in Little China?
I have
Isn't
not
it?
seen that film in years.
Oh, okay. Then no, it's not. I was like, right. You know what? Pretty tired. Pretty tired. How's things going for you?
I'm enjoying it, but I'm with you on the tired.
I don't know what happens. Like the middle of the day, I've been doing so well. I've been in Europe for like a week and a half. I'm like super awake, and it's a reasonable time of the day. And they're like, "Where's my naps? Where are my naps?" So I haven't had Rockstar the whole time I've been here.
There you go.
Yeah.
We are in a team timeout as called by Rainy City, and while we're sharing some random information, I kind of and talking about sleep deprivation as well. I feel the need to publicly shame my fiance Cupid Stunt, who's been penalty box managing this weekend. So he didn't sleep particularly well Friday night. I think we got about 2 hours sleep, and we left to come to Stoke. We left our house at about 5:45 yesterday morning. We finished our games, went straight home. We got food.
Did notice that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And we're sat watching Scorpion. Other shows are available. And he's got a slice of pizza in his hand. He just starts laughing. And I was like, it wasn't a comical scene. It was actually quite a tense scene. And I was like, baby, what are you laughing at? And he was like, what?
What?
I was like, what are you laughing at? And he looks at his pizza and he looks at me and he's like, what?
Did you hear what this pizza said?
We came to the conclusion that he was sleep eating.
I love it.
I think it was something along the lines of, in the dream the pizza had said something funny.
That's amazing.
He's like, I think I better go to bed. And I'm like, probably.
I've had a couple of friends
stayed up and had lemon meringue pie.
Very nice. Awake, hopefully.
Yeah.
Be awake for pie, at the very least.
Yes.
Lead goes to Sable from London. Hot on her heels, though, is Ducky. Coming into this pack, I suspect she'll be calling it off from the top. She does. Yay, she says. Or I imagine that's what she said.
Yeah.
It would be weird if that's not what she said.
Worst ever. Worst jam ever.
I find out later she'd thrown her hands up in despair. Looked like celebration. All right, so that is 5 points. And one of the rare times London has gotten lead in this half. So, as I said, half this half ago, they have minimal lead this time, whereas they are about even in the first half. That still remains the case.
So we are still on a pack advantage for London, but that inside line getting swept cleaner than when Homer Simpson was a garbage man. Yeah, worst analogy. Parapeligro did manage to pick up lead jammer from that wide open inside line, has completed a scoring pass already, so that's natural grand slam. And Hoots only just now managing to complete that initial pass.
So of the 228 points on the board, Sammy Rizzle has scored 81 of them.
Very nice.
That's like a lot.
That's a good stat.
It's a good stat, yeah. Like, were I the mathin' type, I'd give you a percentage or something, but I'm not.
It's a good percentage.
Yeah, she's doing quite well.
Yeah.
How's that?
Once again, Sammy Rizzle picking up lead jammer. Queen Mob still trying to work their way through. Sammy Rizzle shrugging off the smallest of hip checks there, coming into turn 2 to complete that 5-point pass.
Sammy getting dinked to the outside is going to come and back behind red number 69.
Obi.
Yeah, it is Obi.
Yeah,
Yes, that was testing you.
Thank you. Keep me on my toes.
Took nearly a full minute. It's about 48 seconds for Sable to complete that pass. Or sorry, Queen Mob. To complete her initial pass. It's a 4-point scoring pass for Sammy. Ooh, Queen Mob attempted an apex-ish jump. Did not award her any points.
No.
Good times, though.
this next jam is going to see Panda Assassin taking on Lily Gaskell. We do have, dare I say it, an empty penalty box. I do apologise for anybody who now picks up a penalty. Lily Gaskell has picked up lead jammer, however, with some crazy Matrix-esque skills. Some of those Matrix-esque skills, I believe, were involuntary as a result of a beautiful block from Disorderly.
That's what happens when you've been unplugged from the Matrix, though. It just becomes reflective.
It's been a while since I've seen any bullet time jamming.
Yeah, well, happens, though.
Yeah.
Panda Assassin about to pop through. There we go. That was the initial. This is Gaskell's first scoring pass. Let's see what she wants to do with it. She's going to go ahead tapping her hips. So, in this half, that was Rainey's 13th time as lead. London has had lead 3 times, but one of those 3 times they lost it.
Right.
So it's significantly different from the first half.
Absolutely. It would seem that London did not bring their umbrellas. What? Somebody who was, however, prepared for rainy season is number 273. That is Ducky. Picks up lead jammer over Sable, who has just now, 14, 15 seconds into the jam, completed their initial pass. Ducky knocking the pack out of their way for that 4 points. Yeah, Ducky getting the 4 points, calling off the jam.
So far in this second half, London has picked up 31 points. Randy's picked up 148.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just going to randomly just be like, fact, fact, fact.
I love random facts.
Yeah, well, that's what I've got pretty much. I have a degree in random facts.
I got an A level. Does that count?
Sure, why
Cool.
not? I don't know what that translates into in the USA system.
Not sure. We'll work it out.
Yeah, right?
Pera Peligro is your lead jammer for this Jam 18 of our final game of British Championships 2017. Because, yeah, it's not just the final game of playoffs. This is the final game of British Championships.
Yeah.
This year.
Done. Yeah, not forever.
Yeah, no. God, no. Other deities are available. Another scoring pass on the board for Peligro, as Hoots manages to complete that initial pass. One point scored in that final pass, as that was 2 points. No pass, no penalty.
All right, we are down under 5 minutes in this game. Real life.
Real life, there's still time.
For what? Like a career change?
Oh,
In the game. There's just about 4 minutes. Queen Mob out for London. Sammy Rizzle taking lead, though, for Rainey. It's kind of what Sammy's been up to.
It's what they're about.
Yeah. People are like, at her high school reunion, like, what's Sammy been up to? And they're like, oh, she just gets lead all the time. Right on. Good for her. Queen Mob getting a dink to the inside. Is going to have to be recycled back. Sammy coming through. First scoring pass is 5 big points for Rainey.
Meanwhile, Queen Mob taking another hit to the outside.
Kind of taking herself back to avoid any sort of chat-cutting nonsense.
Was a super smooth star pass as Sammy Rizzle heads to the penalty box for cutting. So number 69, Obi, is now your sole jammer on track. Let's see what they can do.
Rainey's ready for it. Teammates keeping up. Originally looked like they were going to bust up. Now it looks like they're going to hang back, try to get that out of play warning issued so she can run away. Some pretty serious bridge work here. It's got us almost all the way down the straightaway.
bridge work was very nice, but as was Obi's toe stop control. That Rainey blocker, you could see they thought they had taken Obi off track. They had not. So we're going to take a brief break, folks. We do have an injury it's happened. So of course, our main priority right now is the safety and welfare of our skaters. You've been great bearing with us this weekend, so I'm sure that you will continue to be so. We do have 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the period clock. There will be some brief downtime after this game finishes before we head back over to track 1 to complete our awards ceremony. That will involve the issuing of the certificates to each team, placing first, second and third for tier 3 men's, tier 3 women's and tier 2 women's. We then will of course award the first place medals to our first place winners of each of those tiers, and it's going to be lovely. You won't have seen much of it today, this weekend, but I can confirm for you that Roller Polar Bear is wearing something just a little bit special. So you've got that to look forward to, if that's something you look forward to. I mean, everybody's into different things. But while we have a little bit of time, I know it will crop up likely a little bit later on, but I'd like to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been involved with the British Championships 2017 playoffs this weekend in Stoke. Every single person. We've had heaps of merchandise and crew, all of our officials, both skating and non-skating. The announcers crew has been absolutely fantastic. We've discovered a couple of little gems of statisticians, which I always love. It's been great having Sex Beast and Julia Sleazer over from America.
Yeah, it has. This has been the best thing that's ever happened to anybody.
It's been glorious. Massive thank you, of course, as well to our medics. Colin and his team have been absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, they have been kind of busy this weekend. But if I'm honest, I wouldn't want to be at an event without them.
No, of course you want them. You just don't want to be having to use them.
Yeah.
And I think, like, at least on games I've been on, I haven't seen anybody, like, leaving, like, with the legs on backwards or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. It's been, like, quite some time since I've been at any kind of game that had, like, a serious major injury. But this weekend, like, one of the guys, like, popped his shoulder out of socket, so he left with, like, a sling.
Yeah.
But it doesn't appear to be terribly serious. So that's been...
I believe he skated today, actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I saw him down at the massage booth.
Yes.
Getting worked on.
Yeah, we've I'd say, like, we've had loads of different merch. We've had Anne Dracula from London Roller Girls here doing massage all weekend. And that's been glorious, quite frankly. I can confirm for you that our skater has managed to make their way back to their bench of their own volition.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened there.
Not entirely sure.
Right on.
But yeah,
looks unpleasant. But she's escorted off. At the very least, she's going to be off for 3 jams.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's all that's is to it.
Yeah. That will likely see us to the end of the game.
Certainly.
As we're 2 minutes 22 left on the clock. Lily Gaskell is your lead jammer. Panda Assassin looking for the spaces, throwing a big chest-to-chest hit to number 8 blocker for Rainy City. That's Fisher. Meanwhile, on track, Lily Gaskell picking up a cutting penalty, heading to the box. This is going to be the full 2. And Panda Assassin now in Power Jam land. Population, you.
So this will be the penultimate jam. There should be about half a minute left on the clockish once this one is expired. Panda Assassin coming in, immediately being taken back by number 8. There's Fisher, who's going to be assessed a forearms penalty, headed off to the box herself. Gaskell is standing in the box in a few seconds, will re-enter play. In the meantime, that is a 5-point pass for Panda Assassin.
So Gaskell back on track. And again, London, this is one of the most effective things they've had, is that triangle of doom.
Yeah.
Gaskell has really struggled with that all game, actually.
Certainly, yeah.
It does, and it seems to be irrespective of who is in the triangle.
Right.
It's a thing that works incredibly well.
Fisher comes in trying to break up that super effective triangle. A huge hit from Gaskell herself. Knocks down one arm of the 3 brace. She's going to take a step to the inside. Going to have to recycle back behind number 60, the Sweeney.
Fisher has headed back to the penalty box as well. Gaskell nearly through, coming up to the inside turn of turn 2, but got taken off and reset. Number 15 there. Rebel holding on for as long as physically possible.
So timeout is called by Rainey. So we make sure we have this final jam. Number 320 coming onto the track, taking a little bit of a spill.
Styling it out. Looks like we may be going for a pivot line start.
Hooray.
Maybe they're making a comeback. It's in a couple this weekend.
They happen. They still happen. They're just not as,
Prevalent.
Right. Well, I mean, like, there was reasons. There was
Yeah.
reasons to start that forward before,
Yeah.
and there's not necessarily that reason anymore. So it's like, I often see them be like, hey, we're totally going to start at the pivot line. They're like, ha-ha, and they come right back. It's like 5 seconds, whoop, back to the jammer line, which is fine. I mean, I'm not your boss.
Yeah.
And if I was, I'd just be like, good work, carry on.
You do you.
Yeah. I'm here more in a supervisory capacity.
Yeah.
Rather than like a...
I'm not the one with wheels on my feet.
Yeah. So it's going to be Sable taking the line for this final jam for London.
Up against Ducky.
Ducky, I believe the second highest scoring jammer for Rainey. Still, it's going to be Sammy, number 1. She's got over 100 of these points, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Last check, it was like at 225-ish, it was like she had 90 of them.
Yeah.
So it's just like, woof.
Woof.
Yeah.
Just realised I've not woofed all weekend. I can't believe that.
Right. Woo. Lead goes to London.
Sable is ecstatic.
Right.
It's a mini win in itself, isn't it?
Woo!
Oh!
All right.
Sable slips around the outside like satin sheets off a satin bed. This is now a power jam. Ducky picking up a cutting penalty, and Sable's through with another 5-point pass. You've got to wonder, may London be going for the century?
Well, I should hope so. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, would you not?
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Do you not?
Yeah. 100 is a nice number.
Yeah.
People like round numbers.
I'm
Just
a
11
fan.
points away, why not?
Yeah.
Ducky is standing in the box. She's going to re-enter play in just a few seconds.
0-1-2. Suki Sokum with the takeoff.
Whoa. The period clock has expired. There's 50 seconds left in this jam, though. Fisher bringing Sable back. Ducky is out of the box. Through. Initial is completed. First scoring pass. Ooh, calling it as she's fallen. That is another 4 points out of Sable, bringing London unofficially to 93. Rainy City 255.
Well, damn, Sleazer.
Yeah,
That was good.
it was so good.
Folks, we're so very near the end.
So
The end. My only friend. The end. I keep saying that I'm going to stop singing on the mic, and I just keep doing
Lies.
it. So, sorry.
Lies. I know, you look at my lovely face and you just think,
I can't help it.
want to serenade her.
Exactly that.
That's fine.
Folks, I can confirm your official final score of this final game of British Championships 2017. 93 points to the London Rock and Rollers All-Stars. But your top of Tier 2 women's with 255 points is Rainy City Roller Derby Tender Hooligans. Beautiful stuff.
Beautiful stuff. All right.
As I say, folks, we are going to take a brief break off the mics while the tracks get cleared. And I'd like to say while we set up for the awards, but everything is pretty much where it needs to be. We just need to get the people.
We just need to get the people.
And obviously all the people
Like
are
the
currently
cups and
trackside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to get their high fives. Everybody wants a nice high five. Photographing that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I think we're going to be back probably around about 10 to 15 minutes.
Good.
For the awards ceremony. And as I said, Bear is wearing something special, so look forward to that.
I
Quite frankly, just be glad that Bear is wearing something.
Good. Yeah.
So
that's a good way to look at everything.
That's a win. That's a win right there.
Yeah.
Folks, thank you so much for joining us this weekend. As I say, just a little bit more to go. And massive thank you and props to everybody who has been a part of the British Championships 2017 season. It is you that have made this the beautiful thing that is. And you, Sleazy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I have been and will continue to be Snoogans.
I'll always be Julius Leeser.
We will see you over on track 1 for the awards shortly. Thank you.